All right. Pleasant good evening, good afternoon, good everything to all of you that's hearing me today. As you are very aware, still in Sophia. I'm in the office right now, currently discussing and doing different things regarding the event that's on its way. I'm very excited to be here with you and to have this conversation as we do on a weekly basis on our Wednesday mentorship call. Friends, I know this week gone by has been a week of a lot, a lot's happening, a lot being said, and some people maybe even a little confused. I want to have a honest conversation with you. Some persons that's on the panel, if they want to open their mic and jump in and join, you're free to join in on the conversation. In my captain's point, this is pretty much what I wrote about, but I just really want to give you guys a reminder. Nothing is lost. I'm very, I'm not sure the word to use right now. I want to say maybe confused or perplexed, but maybe even a little disappointed that a year has passed and still many people don't want to grab hold to the reality of our situation. And the reality of our situation is simple. If we were to be gone, we would have been gone already. The company is still standing and standing stronger than where they were last year and definitely where they were in 2019. And it's only going to get stronger. Our dark and gloomy days are behind us, like many of the dark and gloomy people that is behind us as well. Do not be dismayed. Do not be deterred. Do not be confused by people who are not adding value. This conversation I want to have with you here today is just one of real talk. That's what we could call it. We could call it real talk. This real talk consists of harsh facts. No matter what reality you want to state, no matter what is your reality, because one of the things that I understand, your perception do not have to be my reality. And like an opinion, it still because of their fear, their insecurities, and now trying to do the same to you, the person that's here, willing to fight, hold on to belief, and push forward. Please understand cryptocurrency. I don't know why people get confused. Every single cryptocurrency, I don't care who you are as a cryptocurrency, relies on what? Having people in a community. It's far too much misunderstanding regarding the community. But here's what's exciting for me. The very same people that speak negative or have nothing to say when it comes to adding value, or some of the people that's crying us down, especially the ones that would have been a part of the organization that's no longer here, these very same people, guess what they're gonna do for me and you? Me and you that's the faithful that's building the business, that needs to continue building the business because we want to get that value, not just for us, but for the legacy that we're gonna leave. Me and you that's doing this. We need to understand that these very same people are going to help our value go up. Because when we create that path, they're going to come to want to use their coin in whichever direction they choose to use. And every time they use their coin, guess what happened? They create more usability, which creates more value for me and you. So I don't hate those individuals, but I want those individuals to understand something, that people that's fighting to have your value alive, have some respect. Have some respect, and either you step up and do something or you step aside and watch. But to open your mouth unnecessarily is not needed. And you know very well where I'm coming from. And if you don't understand where I'm coming from, still get the message. The point remains is The company did not have to be here today. And in that in itself, the fact that we have someone that we could point at, the fact that we have information that we could have, the fact that we can still log into our account, unlike many other companies that's gone today, that is a stepping stone. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say. I personally don't care what you think or what you have to say, because we still have a chance. And when you watch the realm of cryptocurrency and you watch the world of cryptocurrency, my friends, you understand that people don't know that they don't know. And this is the opportunity for us to deliver to them. So I get a little riled up, I get a little worked up when I receive messages from people who really, truly care. And they just want me to be aware of some things, because they have some things that don't pay attention to. I teach, and I'll remind you of this. One of my sayings, that when it don't apply, I let it fly. And when people are speaking rubbish, I let those things fly past me, because I have no time to entertain it. I learned a lesson a long time ago, and I've learned many. So that's why you always hear me talk about I learned a lesson. They told me when two people are fighting, you can't see or discern who is the idiot or who's the clown, because both people are just, you don't know who is wrong, who is right, because it's just noise. But if one person is quiet and the next person just like this, it's easy for you to see who is the fool and who is the clown. So I have no time to get into a fight or battle with anyone over what is happening, because what is happening is work. No work will lead to no money. We all want to have money, so let's work for it, not play with it. So I am fully persuaded by the project. Being here in Sofia, speaking with the management of the company almost on a daily basis, getting to meet with higher ups. I have soon to meet Madam Pesca. Either this week coming or next week, I'm going to get a chance to sit with her again. I have the full vote and confidence of the organization, and I'm comfortable knowing that we're going in the right direction. There's some new things that's going to be rolled out. The newsletter is going to be a little bit late this week. I was just speaking about it not too long ago. Actually, I was about to release. I realized, hey, we have a couple other things that we want to tweak to make sure that it's inside there. I said, perfect, make it happen. So it may not be released during this communication that I'm having with you. At the end of the day, friends, a lot of exciting things are taking place in your business. Oh, it's out. Okay, Raj. It always seems to come out as soon as I'm talking. So that's good. Thank you, Raj. Bye. So with the news that are coming out, let's talk about the event. This event of the brand One Ecosystem, you would have seen the video that I would have shot in the crypto center that allegedly closed down, when some people talk about the crypto center is closed and this and that. No, friends, please. I'm sitting here in Sofia office where there's staff outside working on login issues right now. Please stop getting confused. Please understand digital identity for what it is. Please understand the business for what it is. And let's build. Don't let no one throw you off of your focus, please. So regarding the event, you would have noticed that group purchases, for anyone who makes group purchases, there'll be a 10% discount afforded for those group purchases. So for all the UK massive, as I just saw Raj's message, organize your teams and get yourself in Bulgaria. I know some of the restrictions just for the UK just lifted. I know many restrictions throughout Europe are being lifted. And if I can make it from the Caribbean to here, you can make it wherever you are. Position yourself. But in order to position yourself, get the event ticket. Getting the event ticket says you want to be here. Buy the event ticket for those who want a letter so they can go and apply for their visa. Buy the event ticket, submit the event ticket and your required information. You can get a standard letter that could help you go and apply for visa if you need a visa to come to Bulgaria. This is how far the company has gone to think about you. They're putting everything in place to make sure you're comfortable with being here. Why miss it? This is not an event to miss. They went so far to make sure that they treat individuals that took the extra effort to be here, that they're going to give €140 starter package to anyone that buys a general admission ticket. They're going to give a Vestigia package for anyone that buys a Class A package, Class A ticket. And they're going to give a blockchain package to anyone that buys a VIP ticket. Yes, if you already purchased a ticket, this goes for you as well. Colleagues, friends, get involved. Get involved. Get your event ticket. Let's show them by numbers that we demand attention, because the network is very interested in being a successful company. The network is the company, friends. We are what the company needs in order to have success, in order for us to have value, in order for them to continue building their side of the business, which is the fintech processes that we need, each outlet that we need. That's what has to happen. There's no if, ands, doubt about it. So I want to encourage you with everything inside of me. Focus and build your business, please. Focus and build your business and make it happen. There's every single reason to do such. Do not listen to the noise. Tune out the noise, please. The noise is not needed. The noise is not necessary. Noise is a waste of your energy. Don't allow the noise to fool you. All right? With that being said, I want to invite Ms. Lazama to go through some of the highlights in the newsletter that she will want to go through. And then from there, we can open up the floor for any of the core team leaders or any leaders to talk that's a part of the core team. And we continue with the message I want to share with you, and I want to get into it after the Captain's Corner. So Ms. Lazama, if you're there and you're willing and you're able.
Yes, Captain, are you hearing me?
Loud and clear, pretty lady. I see
Let me
you.
see if, I see you. Let me see if I can share my screen with the newsletter. Right.
Yeah, man, you're in business.
All right, good. So there are lots of things that we have to go over, and it's important. I want you also to look at the education, the blockchain fundamentals. This week, they have about smart contracts in blockchain. So please take a look at this series that has been started. It's important so that you can get yourself educated and see why you should be excited about buying that ticket to get that full blockchain package. So it is very exciting. We have some news, international news coming out from Korea. We have here, and I want you to read that, the information there, that there's one country manager and every Korean IMA is advised to stay connected to all the information from Ms. Ann, that Korea country manager, who has established over 40 deal shaker offices. So pay attention to that. And here she has introduced heads of the One Academy education centers in their beyond 2021. So this is their team. So this message is for the Korean team. Also, on the Korean deal shaker, we have Dubai apartments, 6 Dubai apartments. So it's amazing. There's a note to the Korean IMAs in respect of what they have to do with accounts that may be downgraded, and contact should be made to the OneLife support. So please make contact. Anyone here from the Korean team, pass that message along. And remember, it was said here that everyone should subscribe to the newsletter because that's the source of the correct information. And for Korea, any groups that your country manager has established, those would be legitimate groups to participate in. This week, we shout out merchants in Russia, and they've started putting the flags, because you could put a flag of a country, but it's good to know what that flag means. So you will take a look at that. And there's some history and a story about Russia itself. But the merchants that we are looking at here is Natalia Giris from Evaporia, Russia. And this deal shaker merchant has been on the platform since June 2020. And this merchant offers a variety of women clothing, inclusive of business and elegant and romantic dresses and trousers and shirts, blouses, most of them manufactured in Russia. And this merchant accepts between 60 and 80% ones for all these variety of clothing items. So you just scroll through, click to where you get the deal, and you'll see a wonderful array assortment of garments. And the other shout out goes to Kosovo Lulitia from the Krasnodar region in Russia. And this is one of the latest additions to the DealShaker platform. And because this merchant has been on since April 15th of this year. And this is a professional hairdressing artist, who does a variety of modern techniques for adults, men, women, children. And this merchant accepts 30% ones, 70% fiat. So there are lots of other Russian merchants, but this week, these two was highlighted, all right? And we would go down to the One Academy quote for this week, and it is, it seems that many of the governments around the world have learned their finances from the same cookbook, since most, without exception, the central banks are printing more money, which for the most part are spent on new government debt instruments, while the purchasing power of the individuals gradually, or in some cases, rather rapidly declines. And this is from the Introduction to Finance, One Academy, Level 1. And we have Dr. Ruja's quote. And she says, it does not mean that you are not allowed to have pleasures in your life, just that you have to finish your tasks first. Profound. And we have a quote from Captain King James, and he says, who regulates the regulator? See the puppet master there? Who regulates the regulator? And globally, we have, locally, we have Beam to the Global Community programs on national TV where information on the One ecosystem is shared and everyone can tune in to those. But what's important this week to share, as always, is the Captain Corner. And it's a gentle reminder. And we have this beautiful imagery, the power of a fresh start. And it starts, you have lost nothing. Friends, as I sit here in Sofia, I feel the need to send that gentle reminder and enlighten everyone once again with the facts. I advise you to tune out the noise. Please note that we are the ones destined to be and called upon to deliver the truth and facts of cryptocurrency, and from the onset, the very concept of what it was supposed to be. One ecosystem is designed for regulation and not speculation. Be reminded of this. I ask you not to be deterred or allow yourselves to be distracted by outside forces who have no semblance of truth in their words. Their statements are not factual because they are not on the inside to know what is really happening. So do not let their utterances confuse you. You may be hearing some noise from the media. I have a question for you to ponder. Because it is reported in the media, does that guarantee it is truthful information? There are always puzzling questions as it relates to the media. We know for sure that Wikipedia has wrong information about our company, but still, it is there. Why? Because anyone can make a post on Wikipedia. So, does that make it the most credible reference source? It does not, so it is not. I urge you and strongly suggest that you buy into the doctrines and teachings, because once they are learned, they cannot be unlearned. There are far too many people who just want, because they assumed this to be a get rich quick scheme or idea. This is a get well opportunity. Yes, it is. We are building our future as we desire it. The truth is, from me to you, that we are really an online country. This means a currency can be created, developed, and used. With our currency, we want to integrate it into the payment processing centers of the world. Hence, our reason for working so hard to position ourselves to be called upon. Here are a couple of interesting questions for you to think about. Do you want to be a superstar, or do you want the success of the brand? How much do you want to put towards the opinion of people who were a part of the company before and now speaking negatively about it, or still want to interfere in the company's business when they are not adding any value? My thing is, add value. Add value. There has been a significant difference and change, and value needs to be continually added as a result. People ought not to open their mouths in a negative way, especially against anyone who is holding the vision and making sure no one loses. Whether active or inactive, no one has lost or will lose anything. In other words, just add value and do something to get more educated miners. When speaking, let that be the conversation. The one ecosystem brand that is sold must be respected for what it is, an online country. We cannot allow naysayers and the injustice system, you know who, to distract us from building a successful wealth creation concept as this one ecosystem. Regarding the media, noted that it is quite easy for them to say things that may not be true and then retract it. But you cannot retract what is already placed in the minds of humans. So doubt is cast and questions are raised. To get rid of that doubt, what do we need to do? We need to be more indoctrinated into the facts so we are not hazed. Personally, I am seeing hands-on the hard work that is being put into creating new and exciting opportunities for you and me within our ecosystem. Conversation with my good friend Boris, country manager from Croatia. And we spoke about how to sell this business. We both concluded that we must sell it as it is, as the truth, because the truth shall set people free. Most of us need to know that 3 to 4 years ago, many were not marketing this as the truth. However, we have a chance to create every level of momentum needed because people are intrigued to understand and we sell understanding. Never forget that the tagline has always been join the financial revolution. A revolution, by definition, means a forcible overthrow of a government or social order in favor of a new system. Guess what? We have a new system. Your humble servant, King James. And that's the Captain Corner. And I turn it back over to the captain who will continue, or any other member of the team, the panelists, the captain's board who wish to chime in at this time. I hand it over back to you. And may I just be allowed to say one thing, King?
Absolutely, you can say many things.
You have, at the right time, taken that right journey across to where you are now. We are currently under a state of emergency. Many countries in this, where you are in Europe, things are being quietened down, things are getting better. It is painful for me who sit here in a state of emergency, hoping that it is locked down before, so somehow we could get there. And there are people who are there who are able to drive across, and tickets should be sold out because there are many people who can. This new period that we're in, all these that those things that will be revealed, we should be clamoring. People on that side of the world should be clamoring to be there at the event. The headache that Sofia, Bulgaria, and you all should be having now would be, oh my goodness, where would we put all these people? Oh my goodness, where would we get more tickets? That is it. So I am pained, and that I sit here hoping with my fingers crossed that our state of emergency will be lifted. But you who are there, you who are able from every part of the world, you need to be positioning yourself. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And let me make sure I help people understand. You can stop sharing your screen. Thank you so much, Mary, for all that you value, that you do add. And sometimes people misconstrue things. You think value adding is you alone recruiting or selling packages. No, that's not it. That's not it alone. But it's also you just being a part of the conversation in a positive way. Adding whatever value you could add and expertise you could add in your particular field or function. Whether you are praying and you're just praying, that's okay. Whether you are translating and you're just translating, that's okay. Whatever you can do to serve your community, to serve others, and to help them clearly see the situation, that is what we need from you. Point blank, I'm just being very honest with you. So for me, personally, I am excited about our future because it's very bright. Simple as that. And in case you don't understand what Miriam means by state of emergency, currently right now, Trinidad and Tobago have a curfew. The operation hours are very limited. Many different jobs and places and schools are closed, all because of the pandemic situation. They put a curfew in place because many of the citizens were not listening to the government rules or sanctions that they have put in place. And now, if you're outside of your home without unwarranted or without permission, you could face fine, if not jail time. So the pandemic situation is unfortunately rising in Trinidad and Tobago. How? That's a whole next different topic that we are not here to discuss. But for me, friends and family all across the one ecosystem, that's it. Many people talk about changing the brand, or the brand is the brand. And the brand people need to understand is one ecosystem. This brand that's coming in front of you, This brand that's here, that is finally being sold in the correct way. This is the brand and the organization and the community and the country. That's the name of our country. The name of our country is One Ecosystem. The name of our currency is Ones. That's it, friends. That's what is happening right here. This is exactly who we are and what we are about. With that being said, I want to invite a couple of the panelists. I want to ask a question. I want to ask a question to Mr. Bloomer. I want to ask a question to Mr. Henrique Machado. I want to ask a couple of questions to Ivan and Misha Mark even. I want to ask a question. I want to ask a question to you guys so you guys can open your mic and your camera whenever you're ready. I want to ask Henrique first. Here's what I want to ask you. You have been in the business and organization longer than myself. You have every reason to leave if you choose to. You have every reason to stay. But because you're staying, and I know you're a man that's been in network marketing for years, over 20 years plus experience, but you choose to stay. Nobody is forced to stay. But you choose to stay, Mr. Machado, even though opportunity after opportunity is coming your direction, coming your way. You had the chance to be at the top of many of these companies that's no longer here, where you could have made some income and run off, and you choose not to. Because you had Mr. Machado, and because you choose to stay, and you, like myself, could admit that you sold the concept wrong, but you're accepting the correct way to sell the concept now. Why stay? Why continue building this business when there's challenge after challenge? Is it because you're an Avenger? Is it really? I'm teasing there. I know he loves his superheroes, but why stay, Mr. Machado? This is a question from me to you, and I have the same for Emil, and I have the same for Ivan and Michelle. Why stay, bro?
Okay, thank you so much for the question, King James, Captain Mo, Captain, my captain. This is truly an honor, and the answer is it's actually very simple to me. It's very simple. I'm here because I do believe in the vision. I do believe not from day one, but after I see it and understood the vision. This is what the world needs. We have, let me divide the answer in two different ways. One is from the marketing point of view. We still are the company that are paying the higher commissions in any company in our industry. That's a fact. 25% until the fourth generation, it's crazy. And we have done it for the last 6.5 years. So this is, just for this, it's amazing. It's outstanding. And I truly don't understand why networkers, don't see it like this. It's amazing. 25% is crazy till the fourth generation. And the other point of the question, and my answer is, I do believe in this wonderful family, in this outstanding leadership, outstanding, our CEO, our founder, everybody in the company, every family around the world. It's amazing. How can I leave this company? How can anyone in his good sense, okay? How can anyone leave this company to do a nonsense company that you all know for the 6.5 years? A lot of companies have been created, a lot of companies have been destroyed. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. So I am a kind of person a loyal person that believes always in the people that are doing the right things. And actually, it's what the world needs. If you give me 1 minute, I will give you one example. Yes, you got to believe in yourself. You do not depend on other people to succeed. You just need to believe in yourself. go through the facts, see the reality, keep away the noise, and stick to the facts. We are still the company that pays the higher fees in commissions. That's true. We are still the company that are waiting for the legalization of all the cryptos in the world. Yes, it's true. We are going to get there. We have the loyalty, unbelievable leadership in the world. They are here. You look at this board and tell me that King James, that Emil, that anyone here is not for real. As you said, King, of course, I am invited for unbelievable companies. I got invitations for everywhere. And the easiest way is leave this company and get money, easy money from anywhere. But that's not me. I'm me because I'm a believer. I only do things in life that I believe. I'm not an actor. I'm a real person. So I'm here just for you. Yes, you. You trusted in me in past. I'm here for you. You are a newbie in this kind of company, in this beautiful company. I'm here for you. You are not from my network, but you need information. I'm here for you. That's what we do. Me, King, Emil, and everybody out, everybody here. So please, please, believe in me, believe in us. Because at the end of the day, this is not about me, this is about you. The chance that you have to become what you're born for. So my dear friends, love always wins. Hard work always wins. Dedication always wins. So can you imagine? Love, hard work, and dedication all together? Why do I live? Why do I need to leave this company? I am in love. This company is my life. It's part of my life. It's part of me. So, King James, thank you so much for being the one you are. Thank you so much for never leaving, for never saying no to any question out there. I am grateful to all of you. I am grateful to all of you. Thank you so much, King.
Thank you, brother. No, thank you, because it's important for people to understand that we don't have paid positions. We don't have paid positions. We are not staff of the company. We just decide to do more. We decide to lead out in front by activity in whichever way we could perform. And there's other persons there throughout the grapevines that's doing many, many things. I'm telling you, I'm not asking, I'm telling you, people that excite me. And because they excite me is why I continue fighting the good fight. I refuse to understand this project the wrong way. Some people try to convince you to understand this the wrong way. Why? When we could do it the correct way? I don't care what you say to me. Cryptocurrency still need people. If we have the number one ingredient for what makes cryptocurrency successful, why would we want to do anything else? Because what? It's not on exchange. Is that the only reason why? Friends, if you and I could use this coin anywhere in the world, what exchange do you need? That is the greatest form of exchange. And still, exchange is part of the concept of the plan. Why? Because we are integrating. But in order to be on the exchange, we have to create demand for our supply. What's hard in this concept? So don't allow the peer pressure of people that don't have the strong enough determination and motivation like Enrique just explained to you. And more importantly, the love that it takes to stay. Because it's a lot harder to stay than it is to go. Nobody is bound. I'm not chained to the company. I don't have to stay here. I don't have to sacrifice the things that I do. I don't have to. But I choose to. I choose to. It's a willful decision. It's a decision. I have a choice. And I choose to live for more life with one ecosystem. Simple as that. So I saw Michelle put on her camera. I don't know if she wants to speak before Mr. Emil. But definitely, guys, you don't have to be here, Miss Mark. You don't have to be. But by choice, you choose to be. Maybe you could help the people see why you choose that choice.
Thank you, Captain. I want to say good morning, good evening to everyone across the world. That's a real nice question, King James. I wish everybody would get up every morning and ask themselves why they are here. Why have I become part of this ecosystem, and why the division actually attracted you or me first? I do this daily, and I always go back to the founder's vision. And you know what? I realize for my husband and myself and for my family, I could let you know that the vision fell in line with my purpose in life. And one of the purpose is about adding value. And that's why I love this project, because it is the first project that anyone, whether in network marketing or not, I come from a corporate background, but I'm also in network marketing. And it doesn't matter where you come from. It's the first time that a project like this and a vision like this is actually coming to regular people, the masses. I want to remind everyone that when new technology, new innovation comes to the world, hardly ever the regular people are included. And if you go back to 2016 or 2015, as Enrique would probably be the oldest one in the business on this program right now, you would realize the amount of lives we have changed. And here what? We have made them educated. And with that education, they can make proper decisions. But you just heard from our captain that we are actually a country within many countries. So we are able to change and have another country being accessible to us and we being part of it by using the entire ecosystem to the maximum. And that is what makes me here, because I realize I can add value. I can teach someone a skill. I can teach them the education. I can introduce children 5 years and above and so many more to new information and let them be prepared for something that is no longer coming, but something that is going to change the future and change our lives. We cannot go back in a box at this point in time. Cryptocurrency is out. Technology, blockchain, everything is out. It is out, and we can't go back in that box. And we need to wake up. We need to wake up. The community needs to realize the value that God has given us and the value and the opportunity that we have. And the company as well, because without us, the network, and without the company working together, we are nothing. Together for more, as Enrique always say, and I love his passion, is real. And once we do this together, we'll be a force to be reckoned. We would be known to be bringing change to just a regular man like yourself and mine, or a regular woman, or children, or family. So I get passionate about it because it's in me. And anytime I doubt, anytime I feel as if I have to go back in and find out why did I get started. If you know my story and you know my husband's story, you would know that this opportunity helped us. And it gave us a new hope. And it gave us more reasons to be continuing in adding value, one life at a time. Thanks, King James, for allowing me to be to share with the community. And I say, get going again, dig deep, and find out your why. Thank you.
Dig deep, indeed, dig deep. That set me throwing some thoughts, but this is not my show. This is our show. So, Mr. Bloomer, sir, why stay, bro? Why stay, Mr. Eagle?
Yeah.
Is it because the eagle fly high when it's thunderstorming? I don't know.
Yeah, the eagle fly. It's good. He works. The eagle. No, I comes back to your question, King. I'm my responsibility as I am a as a networker, as a team player is clearly really leadership, mentorship towards the eagle fly. It's good. He works to achieve the vision. No, I come of the one ecosystem. Go duplicated this thinking. We have so much power as a community. This is the real reason I'm all the time here. It is inspiring to see you, Captain King James, like the company, working hard every day for the community, without weekend, without excuses. It is the responsibility of each and every EMA in our One Ecosystem community to take care of themselves and their loved ones. It is important to duplicate the simple Eagle program and come to Bulgaria in July for the Rising Sun event with the IMAs who are going forward for themselves. These leaders and future leaders who will emerge from this event will smell the air of success, get motivation, generate goals, and recognize real leadership. It is such an important corporate event for each individual. It is important to walk across the stage as an eagle and show that you are committed yourself and your team. Think about your goals, and when they are clear, the work to be done focused, we will see you 100% in July for the Rising Sun event in Bulgaria. No excuses. It is important to every single IMA give the best for the community, for their goals and their loved ones. This, I believe, to 100%. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bloomer. Thank you, Mr. Bloomer. I want to say a special shout out to Mr. Michael Roth, Mr. Boris, Hamza, and many other IMAs that just out there adding value and doing what they have to do. Mr. Joseph, many of you guys. I can't call every IMA name, but you know you're out there adding value, and I salute you all. And I put it to you like this. My leadership and my leadership style is simple. I want to operate on integrity. I want to operate on truth. And if you don't want to abide by those type of things and your behavior is not aligning with that, I'm sorry. It's just not part of my leadership circle. And it's as simple as that for me. So for me, friends, personally, there's only one way to shoot, and that's straight. A bend shot don't hit the target. It's a straight shot, straight arrow that hits the target. And we have a target, we have a project, we have a system, we have what we need. And I'm telling you that we're going to unfold it and we're going to deliver on it, and we're going to deliver on all the desires, promises, and everything that has been said and is being said. Point blank. The fulfillment of the one ecosystem is going to happen. We have a target, we have a project, we have going to happen. And I am confident whether it happens now, whether it happens 3 years from now, whether it happens 5 years from now, that is not of my doing alone, but it's our doing. Because the faster that we get more educated miners in, the faster we fulfill the project. And if you understand that, you understand we win. The faster we get more persons involved, is the faster we have success. We win. Win and win again. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. So I encourage you to join this financial revolution. Up, roar, and push against this norm and what's expected of the normal human. Me and you, we are not normal. We are abnormal. People are going one direction and we're choosing to go the next. We are choosing to adapt before many. And by adapting, friends, and by participating, friends, we are destined to be. So let's go ahead and duplicate our efforts of speaking positive and sending positive vibrations there and bringing people to the light. Let's go out there and make sure that we share the correct information. Don't be swept away and caught away with foolishness and nonsense and promises. We've been promised this pie in the sky before. Many of us got started for that, but we're not staying here for that, friends. We're staying here for greater than that. But we know the deliverance of wealth from this project is a done deal. I tell people your commissions can never pay you what the value of the one has for you. And the value of the one is what we want to be accepted throughout the world as we integrate into the payment and processing centers. When you can walk into the bank and tender your one for any other country currency to utilize. That's where you want to be. That's what we want to do. We want that national, international recognition. And the only way for us to have that is for you and I to be faithful to the process, trust the process, and more importantly, build throughout the process. So I know the scriptures talk about faith without works is dead. I'm not just talking about trust the process with faith, but the work means that you are personally growing and developing yourself. That is work in itself. And once you are doing that, the tangible works is easier to be done. Let's do it. And let's do it together. Don't just listen to the naysayers and people who twist words for the sounding of themselves. Follow the truth. And the truth will and has always set people free. And the truth is, we possess all the right ingredients to have the best tasting pot in the world. So I commend you, I thank you, and I appreciate you all that would have took time out of your busy schedule to be with us here today, this morning, tonight, wherever you are in the world. And I look forward to connecting with you soonest as we continue to build. Touch base with any of the leadership that is helping you. Please remember to help people solve their login issues. For those people that need a digital identity, help them get their digital identity. And don't forget, all roads lead to the rise of the One ecosystem. Make it a date, don't be late. The 16th to the 18th, right here in Sofia, right here in Bulgaria. Not Sofia, but in Bulgaria is where the event is going to be held. Starts with a P. I can't pronounce the word as yet. I'm going to learn the word. Poldiv, something so. I'll get it together as I'm here. You know, I'm part-time Bulgarian, so I'll get it together. But thank you guys once again, man. Have a tremendous week. See you guys next week. Please in the Lord and have a fantastic Violet. I see you. Have a fantastic. One's out, friends. One's out. One's out.
You're young, one coin, one life. One coin, one life. One academy, world foundation. Helping millions. This is our way to go. One coin, one life. One academy, world foundation. Helping millions. This is our way to go. One by one makes a bundle. It's a fact will come from job creation, wealth empowerment. Can't you see? We don't have a crush on anyone. We befriend everyone. No segregation.